Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. As you can see from the title of the video, my voice and just what a hot mess this entire situation is yeah, I have COVID and I don't even know if I'm gonna release this video. I figured I would vlog the experience because I share a lot of my highlights and a lot of great things that happen in my life, a lot of great experiences, and sometimes it's not very realistic because it's not real life. And I mean, it is real life, it's my life, but also it's not reality that my life looks like that 100% of the time. So I figured I would share this experience with you guys as well. I don't know if I'm even gonna have the energy to really vlog everything, but I thought about it, and the moment I got my positive result, or that it said that I had COVID, I realized, okay, now what? Like, I don't know what to do. I haven't really seen a lot of people share like how they got over it or how they got through it, and so I'm hoping, one, that I'm gonna get better, and two, that maybe in doing this, knock on wood, if someone else out there gets it, then maybe they can see that, if I do one or two things right, then hopefully it helps someone out there. So, okay, where do we begin? I obviously came back from a flight from Boracay. I was feeling fine, but a few days later I started getting a cold. And the moment I got a cold, immediately I have not left my apartment since then. It's been a few days, and I just wanted to be cautious and I wanted to be careful, because if I was a carrier or if I already had COVID, I didn't know at that time, but I just didn't want to risk it. And up to the days leading up to me getting a cold, I already made a list of everyone I came in contact with, and I told everyone, guys, I have a cold, just check to see if you guys feel okay, and also test na rin and be careful. And and then when I got the test back and then it said it was positive, I got back to them again and I said, okay, everyone, get yourselves tested, make sure that you guys are okay, because I got it, so I want to make sure you guys are okay. So far, like, thank goodness, everyone who I've come in contact with the past week, lahat sila negative. We all knew it was a fact and that it could happen, that even if I am fully vaccinated, which I am, I still got it. So don't just assume that just because you guys are fully vaccinated that you guys will be invisible, because, okay, I meant invincible not invisible. Okay, I guess one of the symptoms is that, like, you lose your train of thought, because I've just been, like, spacing out. It could also be the amount of meds and sleeping pills I'm on, because I'm just really, like, tired and out of it. So what I've been doing a lot is, first of all, you can see here, I put all my pillows up behind me so that when I sleep, I'm sleeping at a higher angle, because I find that that helps me breathe easier. I know a lot of you guys are like me and that you guys live alone, and that is actually one of, I think, the biggest hurdles for me, is that you have to do even if you have COVID, and even if pagod ka and you're sleepy, I have to get myself out of bed, because I know and I'm aware that I need nutrition, and I need my body needs vegetables and fruits and vitamins to fight this. So I have to get myself out of bed, and I have to prepare food or order food, and when it comes, I have to disinfect everything. So in short, ikaw kikilos sa lahat. Probably gonna get some water, hydrate a lot, and take a nap. Okay, so just so you guys can see before I knock out, I have a trash bag here because I'm constantly blowing my nose, so I have to throw everything there. Also, I have this diffuser with essential oils, but honestly, I can't smell anything, so I don't know if it's helping me or not, but I just have it there just in case. And I try to have everything at arm's reach, so I have my water over there, I'm trying to clean the air as much as I possibly can, although I don't know if there's still a point because I already have COVID, but maybe just to not make it worse. So anyway, it's good to have it. So I'm gonna get more water. Okay, this is the reality and the not Instagrammable part. I have trash overflowing because there are only certain days that trash can leave my apartment, and also I have to constantly do the dishes because like it can't just keep piling up and then I'll have a different problem. So yeah. Also, this is the amount of water I have been going through. I think this is only 2 days worth. I've really been drinking so much water. Even if I'm full, I'm just drinking water just to try to hydrate myself. And I also have like a bunch of medicine and vitamins. This is just maybe like 50% of what I'm taking. I'm going to show you what I drink in a day. So first we have the omega-3, then we have vitamin C. This is a multivitamin with zinc. This is vitamin D. This is, I think, vitamin B. This is biotin. And this is Decolgen, which used to be Bioflu, but now it's Decolgen because of my cold. It's the next day, and I tried to make myself a kale protein smoothie with ashwagandha moringa powder, and that's why it looks really gross. I have all my pills. Well, this is just like a third of what I have to take, and then I have warm water with some immunity drops, so hopefully this works. I have been asleep half the day. And when I am awake, I'm either preparing my food, taking my medicine, and then lying back on the couch. That has been my like station, just where I lie down. I still have my bag of laundry. I did laundry today because it had already like piled up. Thank goodness I didn't have to hand wash anything. Like I just threw it all in the machine. And I'm at the point where I just didn't even read any labels anymore. If anything breaks in there, so be it. I don't have the energy. Also, I just started like really coughing today, and I only really cough when I'm talking. If I'm just quiet on the couch, I won't cough for hours. But when I'm talking, I'm coughing. So I guess it's just because I'm exerting a little bit more effort. So tonight, I'm gonna cut this short. It's really hard. By the way, guys, I don't know if I already said this, but I feel like crap and I'm already fully vaccinated. So just be really careful. Like, don't just assume that just because you have the vaccine, you won't have symptoms. Anyway, for dinner, I made quinoa and salmon. I was lucky enough that someone sent me sinigang. I can't taste it. Can't taste anything, but I figured I need some protein. This is the reality when you live alone. Kahit may sakit ka, ikaw pa rin ang maghuhugas ng pinggan and everything. Alright, so I have this like planner which I turned into a medical logbook. I'm trying to help myself as much as I can remember everything I'm taking because guys, like lahat ng sinasabi sa akin ng friends ko and everything, like iniinom ko na. Today was the first day that I really like actually had difficulty breathing. Like it's not so difficult. Like I can still I'm breathing fine, but if I have to take a deep breath, like it just takes more effort. Like parang I really have to like stop and like do that so that I could get a full breath of air in. I keep losing my train of thought. Check my oxygen levels. Okay. So here, I don't know if you guys can see that. It says my oxygen is 98. And it also gives me my heart rate, I guess. Okay, it just went down. So it's 98 now. What the f? Now it's 96. Okay, this is scaring me. Okay, so when I take deep breaths, it goes higher. So I guess I just have to keep breathing. You know, now it says 97, so let's hope it just stays this way. It's really scary. Okay, I'm gonna stop recording because I'm gonna lie down and try not to panic. Try not to freak myself out. So, all right. Okay guys, I am finally nearing the end of my quarantine. I have lost count, I have to check later, but I think I'm at around day 11 or 12, and I finally feel so much better. So I am no longer congested. I can finally take deep breaths. Please ignore that sound, that's the washing machine running. Yeah, I just feel like I'm slowly getting back to myself and how I normally feel, which is great. And I just wanted to share with you guys a few of the things I did that I helped my situation. If you guys, knock on wood, like I would never want you guys to get COVID, but if you do and you live alone like I do, just wanted to share a few learnings that I went through and that made my life easier, in hopes that possibly it could help someone out there. So the first thing I did was try to gather everything I would need and keep it at arm's reach. Just because when you're really fatigued and your body is fighting this virus, you are gonna wanna conserve energy as much as you can. So I would have like little tables next to me wherever I was with like a pitcher of water, alcohol, tissue, just whatever I needed to have it at arm's reach so that I don't have to keep getting up and reduce my like movement as much as I can. Also, in terms of like ordering packages or ordering food and groceries, generally I would suggest that if you do need something, to order them in bulk, also because you don't want to have to keep getting up, receiving packages, and then, you know, like if you're like me, having to wipe each and every all of them down. So if you can order in bulk, then try to do that. Another thing that really helped me was when I switched over from a fever reducer medicine when I didn't really have a fever to a decongestant, because the most difficult symptom I had was being congested. So transferring over to a decongestant was like a huge help for me and really helped alleviate like my congestion and just helped me breathe a lot easier. So if you guys are similar to me in that you don't have a fever and you're just congested, then maybe that could be something you guys could look into. But again, talk to your doctor first. Don't just take my word for it, because I'm not a medical professional. Another thing that really helped me and like eased my congestion was I would take steam showers, or like I would just take hot baths, and like the steam in the bath would help decongest my nasal passages. So that really helped me to breathe easier. Another thing that I would suggest is I had a really foggy train of thought throughout my COVID situation, and so it would be really helpful, especially if you're living alone, to write everything down, because even if you think you're gonna remember it, it's just better to just have it as a backup, just in case you forget. Then you know when you took your last medicine and what you took, and also so that you could track your oxygen levels and your body temperature as well. The reason I say this is because there was a day in my quarantine where I totally forgot if I took my medicine or not, and to be safe, I just didn't, like I saw the pill on the counter, but I didn't take it because I didn't want to overdose on the medicine. And then in the end, I don't even know if I took the medicine or not. So yeah, not the best situation to be in, so it's better to just write everything down so that you know and you can track. Also, if in case your situation gets worse, or I would say the moment you already know that you have COVID, even if your symptoms are light, it's best for you to just pack a go bag or pack a hospital bag just in case. I really hope you would never need to use it, and it's best, like, you know, to have it and not need it than to have to scramble and try to pack when it's already too late, or like you're struggling for air, right? So if you are living alone, just try to help yourself as much as you can. Make life easier for yourself. Everything else will, like the mess and all the laundry and like all of this mess, I'm only gonna start cleaning this up now, because there's no point to, you know, worry about it while you have COVID. Just focus on really resting and hydrating and giving your body as much help as it can to fight this. Another thing I want to say is, one, I really don't want to belittle or play down this pandemic. It really sucks when you get it. Like I was really having a hard time, and the advice I would give you is that if you do get COVID and you are alone, I know it's scary because I was there, and I had moments where I was like spiraling and like really scared, and then there was an earthquake during this week too, and I just felt like, oh my gosh, if they ever need to evacuate my building, like are they just gonna leave me in here? Like my brain was just going to like really dark places, because it's easy for that to happen when you are in such a scary situation, and it is also like so foreign and so new to us that we don't know what the long-term effects will be, and you know, it's just really scary. But when I went into those dark places, I felt like I just made my situation worse, and I know it's really difficult, like I couldn't control it sometimes, but if you can, try not to freak yourself out as much as you can. I know it's scary, I was there. I'm not saying take it lightly and take it for granted and whatever, just like, you know, don't worry about it. A certain level of worry is of course understandable, but once you start feeling that you're getting into a dark, scary place, like I just don't feel that level of stress is gonna help your situation. So try to do little things to either get your mind off of it or relieve your stress in any way. If it's meditation or reading a book or watching a funny movie, just try to find little pockets of happiness where you can, because I found little things like that help to get my mind off of it. If I think of any other tips, as I said, my brain might still be foggy. I will do my best to share them in the description box down below. If you guys have any questions that I missed or I wasn't able to share in this vlog, then try to ask them in the comment section. I'll do my best to answer them to the best of my knowledge. Again, I'm no expert. I'm not saying that, you know, you have to do everything the way I did, but these are just some of the steps I did to help my life and to help me get through this and to help me get better. So I'm just waiting and hoping that my next swab test will be negative so that I can rest easier and I could focus being a lot more attentive to my health and my well-being from here on out. So I really hope you guys found this video useful, and I'm also celebrating my birthday while I'm in COVID quarantine. So if I do end up sharing that, that'll probably be in the next few clips. But yeah, I hope this helps. All right, bye. Oh my God, Scotty! Thank you! Thank you. Okay na, I feel good. Feel lively. Hey guys, I'm so sorry I had to cut that celebration video short. Basically, I was just so busy on my birthday. Packages kept coming in. I ordered some cakes and just I wanted to eat all the food I wanted to eat on my birthday. So I was just so busy catching up with all my loved ones and cleaning and eating all the food I wanted to eat
that I wasn't able to film anything. But yes, I did spend my birthday in COVID quarantine. I'm just happy that I'm feeling so much better and like myself again, and I still got to celebrate with all my loved ones from all around the world. People called me and I just felt the love that day, and I'm just really happy that I'm okay and that I'm healthy and that I got through it, and I can be better about being more careful about my health and sort of learning from this. Actually, a lot of the people who called me on my birthday were so surprised. They're like, oh, you seem so lively and so happy. It's like you don't have COVID anymore. And honestly, like, I really feel like I was already recovering, and I was just happy to be able to celebrate with them, even if it's virtually. I never want to really dwell on negative things, and I just don't feel like it's gonna help my situation. I was just really happy that I got to have cake and eat my favorite food and talk to all my friends, and more importantly that I'm feeling so much better. And I finally got my test results back, and I am finally negative from COVID. I did all 14 days of quarantine and I'm finally okay. I'm back to normal. I feel like myself again, and I just could not be more thankful. When you go through challenges like this, or when things are taken away from you, when I wasn't able to do just everyday regular things that I was so used to, it really affected me. And now that I'm back to normal and I have my energy again, I can smell, I can taste finally again, I just appreciate all of these things that we normally take for granted. Every meal that we have, it's just natural for us to understand and to know that, oh, okay, it tastes like this. But the moment I got to taste my birthday cake again and just have some pasta, I was just so happy that I could finally taste it. So I guess it's really important to not take all these things that we're so used to every day for granted. So I'm really happy that I'm okay. I got through it. And if any of you guys are watching this and you have COVID, I really hope that you guys, you know, feel better soon, and that we're all gonna get through this together. It just sucks that we are going back into strict quarantine and lockdown as this video is probably coming out. So I really have nowhere to go. I'm still gonna be stuck at home, but I'm just on such a high that I'm okay and that I feel great. So if you guys liked this video and found it entertaining or informational or just useful, please do give it a thumbs up. If you guys have any questions, or if you have also gone through COVID and you have any experiences that you feel might be useful or helpful to anyone else out there, then please do leave them in the comment section down below. And as usual, don't forget to subscribe so that I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!